Hello guys, welcome back to some Frosti-Town. Today we're gonna be modeling a sci-fi scene, so let me turn on my screencast keys and let's turn these guys on and just hit cavity. Let's go to the right view and let's bring this up above the green line, and I'm gonna create a plane and I'm gonna scale it up to right about here, and we're gonna delete this. Alright, go into preferences and type a.n.t and you have this landscape, and write add mesh and click extra objects. This will allow you to create a rock. So we need, I think one rock would do. This is good. Okay, so we're gonna bring this up. We're gonna go to the right angle and we're gonna scale it down, bring it here, rotate it. Let's shift S to geometry and rotate it to right about here, and let's set up our camera. Control Alt 0 and scale this guy up, bring it here, bring it somewhere right about here, Shift D and bring it somewhere right about here, and rotate it, GNX, bring it closer, Shift D, GNX, and bring it somewhere right about here, Shift D, GNY, and bring it somewhere right about here. Let's bring it somewhere right about here, and GNY. Let's create another rock, and let's create a fake ocean too, because why not. Then bring it down to right about here, and let's quickly save this because Blender crashes. Something, so we have something like this. Let's create a, let's Control B this, go into face select, bring it up, scale it down, and let's bring it somewhere right about here, and we're gonna left control and sharpen this. I'm using hard option box cutter, and we're gonna bring it back here, bring it down, bring it somewhere right about here, and shift S to geometry and rotate it, bring it somewhere right about here, bring it down, Shift D and bring it here, Shift D and rotate it to something like this and scale it down, and Shift D, G and Y, Shift D, G and Z, and bring it somewhere right about here, press 0. So we have something like this. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a plane RY90, and we're going to bring it back. I'm going to go back and I'm going to scale it on the Z axis, bring it up. Let's turn on the light. Let's go here, and we are going to select this plane, and I'm going to go and I'm going to give it black, and we're gonna hit the roughness up and bring the metallic down. We're gonna select this guy and we're gonna give it a bit of grayish, and just a bit of metallic. And you're gonna need an add-on called Blender Kit. I made this video before. You can download this for free from blenderkit.com and then turn it on from here. So we're gonna go into Blender Kit and we're gonna go into materials and we're gonna write rock. And I'm gonna give it something like this, and I'm gonna give this, does it work? No. I'm gonna give it here, give it here, give the same here. Over here we're gonna give it something like this. Okay, we're gonna go into world settings. I'm gonna turn down the world settings. We're gonna get rid of the light and we're gonna add our own area light, and we're gonna bring it up, scale it up, and give it 500 watts. We're gonna select this guy and we're gonna go into materials and we are gonna get an emission going. Let's give it 4 and give it an orangey color. And let's just bring it down to right about here. Let's go into shading. Let's save this and let's select this guy and we're gonna add a noise texture. No. Noise tech. I'm keep doing the same darn thing. Sorry. Noise texture, color ramp. I'm gonna plug the factor into the factor, and I'm gonna plug the color into the roughness. I'm gonna bring up the detail, and I'm gonna bring it something like this. I'm gonna hit a bump node, plug the normal into the normal, and or maybe we should add a Voronoi texture and hit the bump node, plug the normal into the normal, plug the distance into the height, I forgot what was it called. Musgrave texture, and put the factor into the height, detail up, dimension down, so we have something like this. Let's add a bump node and a noise texture. And I'm gonna give the detail up. And let's see, does it make sense? No, okay, I know what I'm doing wrong. Let's add a color ramp, bring in between, and bring it something like this. And let's save this. Let's go to, well, right now you have to go to Mixamo and you have to download this character. You'll find it. It's Mutant Idol. It's free, you'll get it, and it's Mutant Idol. So we're gonna go File, Import, FBX, Downloads. Where is it? Mutant Idol. There we go. Okay, so we're back. The Mutant Idol wasn't working for some reason, so I downloaded another one. It's you can find any of these on Mixamo, and we're gonna bring him here. Scale him down, bring him up, and let's see. So we have something like this. I'm gonna go into area light and I'm gonna give it a bit of reddish color, and I'm gonna go into shading, and probably what I should be doing is just deleting these and adding a Musgrave texture. Bring it something like this. So we have something like this, and let's save this. Okay, the next thing that I want to try is I'm gonna go into area light and bring it somewhere right about here. Shift D and bring it somewhere right about here and give it a bit of blue. Or maybe if we could rotate it and bring it here and go to this one, rotate it, no, just a little bit, yeah, and rotate it, bring it here. So how does this look? Yeah, it looks not too bad. G and Y, and just keep it out of the frame, and we're going to select the other one. I'm going to scale it down, G and Y, rotate it, G and X, and let's bring it here, and let's select the other area light and let's bring it here. So we have something like this. So let's render it. Blender is acting weird. Okay, so we have something like this. There's something wrong with this guy. I'm not very much happy. So let's see. Yeah, we should delete this too. And left shift and right click, and let's import an FBX. Let's scale him down, bring him up to right about here. Let's bring him down to something like this, and let's add a add a empty to right about here. Bring it up, bring it somewhere right about there. Let's go into camera and depth of field, and no, empty. Bring it back and something right about here. Let's render this. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you did, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, share. As always, stay frosty, and Frosti-Town signing out.